for those who don't know, I guess, who you are and what you're doing right now, if you just want to explain that.
Sure. Hello, I'm Clara Brown, and I am a Falmouth native and now living and training in Montana for the Tokyo Paralympic Games, which have been postponed. And I'm a cyclist, so I compete on both the road and the track. And I'm actually at a national team camp in LA right now at the Velodrome. So kind of a cool opportunity to show off the track a little too.
Yeah, for sure.
And there are actually people on the track. If you can hear in the background, there's actually some motor pacing. So
are you able to like flip the camera around to like show me what you see?
Yeah. Let's see how we do this. Flip. So this is the Velodrome.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting
this. It's super steep, right? I'm at the turn, and so you see there's a motor pacing all these people. So this is just an electric motor, and so people on track, and they are just doing like a pretty mellow warm up, it looks like. And this is just this big facility, and on the infield there's a weight facility right on this short end, and then they've put volleyball courts in the middle. So we've actually been training with some volleyball athletes and tennis athletes here all week. Yeah, you can see them go by. And on the track, you don't have any brakes or gears. So let me flip it back. And so you're just going around in circles. Yeah, it's a 250 meter. I had never seen anything like it until I got into track cycling a few years ago and discovered this whole new awesome world of cycling.
How freaking cool is that?
Yeah, it's sweet.
Is so cool. Wait, so is everybody who is there now, are they training for the Olympics too, or what are they training for?
So these people on track, I actually don't know. So we book a session, came up my phone. We just have an allotted time slot. So we have morning and afternoon sessions that are just for the Paralympic national team. And then in between, there are other people who are training. So these must be local California natives who are here training. And yeah.
Wow.
Haven't had a chance to meet them, but.
That's cool though. So how long are you there?
This is just a week-long camp. We'll have several more prep camps as we approach Tokyo. This is the only, this is our official training facility for the Wood 250 track.
Yeah.
There are different length tracks throughout the country. Our other training site is in Colorado Springs, and that's a little bit longer track. It's 333. But for international competitions, we only race on 250. So that's where we want to train going into Tokyo and get the best prep possible. So yeah,
for sure. So what are you going to be doing in Tokyo?
On the track, I'll be doing two events. I'll be doing a 500 meter time trial. So with the 250 meter track, that's 2 laps, and it's an all out sprint. It's 40 seconds or so for my field, as hard as you can go, and empty tank. And then I do a 3 kilometer pursuit. So that's a little bit longer. My field is about 4 minutes. So 12 laps. And that's like a mid distance sprint. And that is, that's the killer. That's, you go all out, but somewhat paced. And it's, that's my favorite event, but it hurts for sure.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine. Wow. So how are you feeling? Like, it's right around the corner.
I know. It's surreal. I mean, it just feels like this long buildup, especially after the postponement, it's finally here, and it just doesn't even feel like it's so close because it's been such a long wait.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I feel great. Like I had this whole extra year to train and have no other distractions. And of course, like the world was in, a pretty tough spot. And I think personally, I really benefited with my athletic career, but I guess take the win where you can. Of course, there are a lot of other horrible things happening, but try to take advantage of my situation and train without having any sort of interruptions. And as a cyclist, I could at least be outside during quarantine and train uninterrupted. So I feel really strong going into Tokyo and putting out times I wouldn't have dreamed of last year. So I'm personally very excited and see how I go in a few months. And yeah, it's also been funky, you know, like, and have no idea what your competitors are doing across the world. We haven't had any racing on the track since February of 2020. So
Right,
it's just
right.
hope all the work pays off and that I, you know, I'm able to come out with some medals. Everything that we've been receiving from Team USA is, you know, the games are happening and encouraging us to get vaccinated if we can.
Yeah.
And we obviously have like the COVID mitigation protocol coming out from Japan and the local organizers, and hopefully that's safe. All we can control is just training and trying to be best prepared, and hope Team USA takes care of us here before we leave, and then as we get on the ground in Tokyo. So yeah, it's a weird
Wow.
feeling. Like, it's just uncharted territory for everybody, and trying to host the Olympics in the midst of this pandemic is a big undertaking. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, well, just remember, you're a part of history, baby. You are a part of history. That is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really cool. Is there anything else that you want to tell me while I have you, or is there anything I should have asked you about that you want folks to know here back home?
I mean, I am so appreciative for the support I have from Maine. It'll be my home always and forever, and just have this amazing network of people cheering for me. And even though that's not where I'm based right now, I hope to return there, and amazing cycling community, and just others who don't necessarily ride bikes but are stoked on what I'm doing, and I'm so grateful for that. And it's been a long road, both from the recovery of my initial injury with people just cheering for me, and then now like taking on this cycling career. And yeah, I'm just really proud to be from Maine and have that support back home.